Back in the day, this was easy banking.
So I'm thinking about getting a new set of club.
What was that?
Bank alert. My checking account is low.
But times have really changed. Today, First Harrison Bank offers the convenience of text alerts. Now you'll receive personalized messages about your account right on your smartphone. Keep it easy, keep it local. First Harrison Bank.
Welcome back to Highlander Hoops. I'm Liam Vetter, joined by my co-host Aiden Miles, and today we're going to be discussing NBA mock trades to further teams in the playoffs.
And my team is obviously the Chicago Bulls. I'm a huge fan. So obviously I think we need to kickstart a rebuild. So this trade is really helping us do that as I'm trying to send Zach LaVine and Alex Caruso to Los Angeles for D'Angelo Russell, Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, Jalen Hood-Schifino, and 2 firsts.
Now that obviously is a lot to give up, but Zach LaVine has shown he can be a 25-point plus per game scorer. And the Lakers, LeBron doesn't have that much time left. I mean, I know we've been saying that for the past 5 years, but LeBron's getting up there in age. He's the oldest player in the NBA. Anthony Davis, his health is always a concern. I think Zach LaVine's a great asset for the Lakers to get, and you're also not giving up Austin Reeves.
Yeah. And you're getting back Alex Caruso, who was first-team all-defense last year. I think that would be huge for Los Angeles.
And honestly, I think it's a win-win for both teams just because the Bulls can finally get out of their mediocrity they've been in for so long. Obviously, that big three of Zach LaVine, Nikola Vucevic, and DeMar DeRozan hasn't really done anything. And you're a Bulls fan, so you can back me up on that one.
I'm definitely ready for a rebuild.
But for me, I'm a big Pacers fan. Obviously, I've been watching them forever. And our defense is not very good. But why have defense when you can have a spectacular offense? And this is where I come in if I'm the Indiana GM. And I go out to Washington, who is one of the worst teams in the league, and I call up Kyle Kuzma, and we attempt to give up Buddy Hield, Obi Toppin, and a 2024 first-round pick.
For Kyle Kuzma?
For Kyle Kuzma.
I like Buddy and Obi, though.
I mean, I do think the thing is with the Pacers, we have a lot of depth at that 4 position. We obviously drafted Jerice Walker, 7th overall. We have Jalen Smith, who's shown he can be good. And the thing is, we traded Obi Toppin, and we only have to give up 2 for second-round picks.
That is true. Obi Toppin's a great lob threat. I feel like him, Buddy Hield, going to Washington would be a great thing for Jordan Poole.
I think that team could definitely be interesting to watch. The Wizards, obviously, they're tanking. They're going to look for some of those top guys in the draft class, like Isaiah Collier, guys like that, a lot of people out of the G League. But I really think this could benefit Indiana's offense even more. Obviously, we have the best offense in the NBA, not the best team yet. But I think we're definitely coming soon for that top spot. But I don't think that might not be the best trade to make. However, I think another guy that the Indiana Pacers could trade for would be Pascal Siakam.
What kind of package do you think that would look like?
I think we'd have to give up something like Buddy Hield, Obi Toppin, Jerice Walker, and some picks. But Pascal Siakam's almost 30, which is really surprising.
It doesn't feel like he's been in the league for that long.
He really hasn't, but he was in the G League for a little bit. He got drafted when I think he was like 23.
Yeah, and
out
he's
of Cameroon.
kind of a late bloomer in the NBA.
Yeah, but I think that could definitely be a win-win for both sides because obviously the Raptors aren't contending anytime soon. Pascal Siakam can't be a first option. But I think with the facilitating that Tyrese Halliburton brings to an offense, I think Siakam can really thrive in this Pacers fast-court offense.
Yeah, for sure. And speaking of Jordan Poole, I have a Jordan Poole scenario for you.
Let's hear it.
As he's doing all right on the Wizards, he's not having the best efficiency. I mean, he is taking almost every single shot because who's he going to pass to? Denny Avdia. So Jordan Poole, I have him going to the San Antonio Spurs to pair up with Victor Wembanyama, and in return, the Wizards are getting kind of a slow package. They're getting Devontae Graham, Cedi Osman, Doug McDermott, and Blake Wesley.
Well, I don't know if I'd accept that one if I was the Wizards, just because you just need picks.
Yeah.
If I'm the Spurs and I want Jordan Poole, I'm like, hey, 2026 first-round pick.
There's one first in there, 2026.
2026 first? Okay, I figured there'd be some sort of package like that. But overall, I think that could definitely benefit Jordan Poole's game, not being, the lone scorer on that team. Jeremy Shohan has shown his disinterest in Wembanyama, and if you slide Jordan Poole into that one slot, I definitely think it could benefit Wemby for sure.
Yeah, I feel like Sohan at the 1 might be kind of forcing it a little bit too much, trying to get him facilitating, trying to develop him too young. I think he's definitely a true 4, getting the rebounds and being the hustle guy.
But before we get to any more trades, we're going to have to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with Highlander Hoops.
Back in the day, this was easy banking.
Hey, Todd, wanna grab a bite to eat? I'm really craving Scandinavian.
Well, let me check my account balance.
Ooh, sweet! Let's go plunder some pickled herring!
The times have really changed. Today, First Harrison Bank's mobile app makes it simple to check your balance, transfer money, or pay bills. Keep it easy, keep it local. First Harrison Bank.
Welcome back to Highlander Hoops, and we haven't stopped making mock trades just yet. We each have one more just for you guys. And the first one might come as a bit of a surprise for you, Aiden. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Lauri Markkanen traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder. When you look at how much draft capital the Thunder have, they're not going to be able to sign all their draft picks, right? So why not, instead of, taking those risks, go out there and get an all-star starter in Utah?
Oh my goodness.
The Jazz aren't contending. The Thunder are on the rise with Chet Holmgren, SGA, Jalen Williams, and the best part is you won't have to give up any of your main core for this guy. Sounds crazy, right? But if, let's say, you throw in like 3 first-round picks, and they have a lot of solid role players who are young, like Jermaine Robinson-Earl, Trey Mann, Ty Washington Jr., and then you have some veterans like Victor Oladipo and Davis Bertans you can always throw in there. And I think that could be a definitely interesting package that might entice Utah because of all their draft capital, and they're still a very young team.
That's true. I mean, Lauri in Oklahoma City is definitely an interesting thought. I mean,
Instant contender.
their 3 is not super strong. I mean, I love Lou Dort, but I feel like him off the bench would be like exponential for them. And Lauri Markkanen at the 3 or 4 would be insane along with Chet Holmgren.
Could you imagine the length on that team?
Oh my goodness. And the shooting as Lauri can space out the floor.
And
Oh
they're
my.
so young. The Thunder could definitely be a problem in the West for years to come if they made that trade.
They're already slowly becoming a problem right now as Chet Holmgren's looking like the Rookie of the Year. And my next trade is actually also a Thunder trade. It's also a Bulls trade. I got to show a little bias
You got to
here.
show some Chi-Town love.
So, Shea is obviously going crazy. He's averaging like 30 plus the last couple years. And I feel like he needs a second scoring option. So, who better than Zach LaVine to head to Oklahoma City? And in return, we get the man himself, Josh Giddey, Davis Bertans for salary because Zach LaVine is making a bank, and Vasilij Micic. Not sure how to say that, but
Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter.
Random NBA fact of the day, Detroit Pistons legend.
Of course. And then we get a new young point guard to really lead our team into the future.
I definitely think it's interesting. Lonzo Ball, obviously, we don't know when he's going to return. It's really sad to see how Lonzo went out. But I don't think that Lonzo, I don't know if he's going to retire or not. But overall, I definitely think that Josh Giddey could bring a lot to the table for the Bulls. I think Nikola Vucevic would benefit in that pick and roll a lot. You get a lot of size. The defense is still there because you don't have to give up Caruso in this mock trade, unlike the one with the Lakers. Overall, I definitely think that could benefit both teams.
Yeah, I would definitely be all in for that. I mean, in the Lakers trade, the best young player we're getting is probably Rui Hachimura, and I see him as more of a starting 4, nothing crazy. But Josh Giddey, I feel like he's really something we could keep up with going forward, and he can really push up the offense similar to Lonzo.
Yeah, Josh Giddey can definitely get you, 15, 6 and 6 a night. Overall, just a talented player.